The American Dream, a promise deferred, the American Dream. It's a beacon of hope, a promise of opportunity. For generations it has symbolized the belief that anyone, regardless of their background, can achieve success through hard work and determination. We believe that no matter where you come from, with hard work and dedication, you can achieve anything. This dream has driven countless individuals to strive for excellence, to push beyond their limits, and to reach for the stars. But for many middle-class American students, this dream is fading. The pressures of modern life, combined with systemic issues in our education system, are creating barriers that are difficult to overcome. Our public education system, once the envy of the world, is struggling to keep up. Schools are underfunded, classrooms are overcrowded, and resources are scarce. The disparity between schools in affluent areas and those in underprivileged communities is stark and growing. The promise of a quality education, a stepping stone to a brighter future, is becoming increasingly out of reach. Students are forced to share outdated textbooks, and broken equipment hampers their learning experience. The American Dream shouldn't be a lottery ticket. It should be a guarantee. Every child deserves the chance to succeed, to learn in an environment that nurtures their potential and encourages their growth. Every child, regardless of their zip code, deserves access to a quality education. The tools and opportunities available to students should not be determined by their geographic location or socioeconomic status. We need to bridge the gap between the promise of the American Dream and the reality faced by millions of students. This requires a collective effort from educators, policymakers, and communities to ensure that every child has the support they need to succeed. We must ask ourselves, are we doing enough to prepare our children for the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century? Are we equipping them with the skills and knowledge they need to thrive in an ever-changing world? The answer, sadly, is no. We can do better. We must do better. Our children's future depends on it, and so does the future of our nation. It's time to renew our commitment to the American Dream and ensure that it remains within reach for all. Overcrowded classrooms, outdated resources, a recipe for stagnation. This is the unfortunate reality facing many of our public schools today. The very places meant to nurture young minds and foster a love for learning are instead becoming breeding grounds for disinterest and frustration. Step into a typical middle-class public school today, and you'll likely encounter a disheartening reality. The buildings may look sturdy from the outside, but inside, the story is quite different. Classrooms are bursting at the seams with 30 or more students vying for the teacher's attention. The sheer number of students makes it nearly impossible for teachers to provide the individualized instruction that each child needs. Textbooks are outdated, often lacking the latest information and failing to engage young minds. These books, some of which are decades old, do not reflect the current state of knowledge or the world our children are growing up in. Science labs, once hubs of exploration and discovery, are now equipped with outdated equipment, hindering students' ability to explore the wonders of the natural world. The excitement of scientific discovery is dampened by broken microscopes and ancient chemical sets. Libraries, meant to be sanctuaries of knowledge and imagination, are often understaffed and understocked, failing to keep pace with the digital age. The lack of new books and digital resources leaves students without the tools they need to expand their horizons. This lack of resources has real consequences. Frustration builds among students and teachers alike, creating an environment where learning becomes a chore rather than a joy. Students are not getting the individualized attention they need to thrive. Teachers, overwhelmed by the sheer number of students, struggle to address the unique needs of each child. They are not being exposed to the latest technologies or learning the skills necessary to compete in the global economy. In a world where digital literacy is crucial, our students are being left behind. This is not just an educational crisis, it is an economic crisis in the making. Parents worry about their children's future, knowing that the education they are receiving is not preparing them for the challenges ahead. We are failing our children. The very foundation of our society is at risk if we do not address these issues. We are failing our future. The consequences of inaction are dire, affecting not just the students of today, but the generations to come. But it doesn't have to be this way. We can change course. We must change course. By investing in our schools, updating our resources, and supporting our teachers, we can create an environment where every child has the opportunity to succeed. The future is in our hands, and it is up to us to make the necessary changes. bridging the gap, leveling the playing field for every student. Imagine a different reality, one where every student, regardless of their background or zip code, has the same opportunities to succeed. Imagine classrooms equipped with the latest technology, where students collaborate on interactive projects and engage in hands-on learning. These classrooms are not just a dream, but a possibility, where every child can thrive in an environment that fosters creativity and critical thinking. Imagine schools where every student has access to high-speed internet, digital textbooks, and cutting-edge software. These resources ensure that no student is left behind, providing equal opportunities for all to excel in their studies and prepare for the future. Imagine science labs that rival those found in top universities, where students can conduct experiments with cutting-edge equipment and explore the frontiers of scientific discovery. These labs ignite a passion for science and innovation, preparing students for careers in STEM fields. Imagine libraries that are vibrant community hubs, offering not just books but also maker spaces, coding workshops, and access to the latest digital resources. These libraries become centers of learning and creativity, where students can explore new interests and develop new skills. This is not a pipe dream. This vision can become a reality with the right investments and commitment from our communities and leaders. This is the future we can build if we make education a national priority. By coming together and prioritizing education, we can create a system where every student has the tools and support they need to succeed. By investing in our schools, we are investing in our children, and we are investing in the future of America. Together, we can ensure that every child has the opportunity to reach their full potential and contribute to a brighter future for all. Empowering educators, investing in the architects of tomorrow. Teachers are the backbone of our education system. They are the ones on the front lines, shaping young minds and inspiring a love of learning. Yet all too often teachers are overworked, underpaid, and undervalued. We need to empower teachers, not burden them. We need to provide them with the resources and support they need to do their jobs effectively. This means smaller class sizes, competitive salaries, and ongoing professional development opportunities. We need to attract and retain the best and brightest minds to the teaching profession. We need to create a culture that values and respects teachers, recognizing the critical role they play in shaping our nation's future. A vision for the future, reimagining education, redefining possibilities. Imagine a future where every student, regardless of their background, has the opportunity to reach their full potential. Imagine a future where education is not just about memorizing facts but about critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity. Imagine a future where schools are not just places of learning but also community centers, offering a wide range of programs and services to support students and their families. This is the future we can create if we work together. This is the future we must create. Igniting change community action for educational equity. Transforming our education system cannot be achieved by government action alone. It requires a groundswell of support from parents, educators, business leaders, and community members. We need to come together, roll up our sleeves, and demand better for our children. Local businesses can play a vital role by investing in their local schools, providing mentorships, internships, and job shadowing opportunities. They can also help fund after-school programs, summer camps, and other enrichment activities. Crowdfunding platforms can be powerful tools for raising funds for specific school projects, such as upgrading technology, purchasing new books, or providing scholarships for students in need. Investing in our future. The transformative power of education. Investing in education is not just the right thing to do, it is the smart thing to do. A well-educated workforce is essential for economic growth and prosperity. When we invest in education, we are investing in our collective future. Studies have shown that every dollar invested in early childhood education yields a return of 7 to 14%. Education is not an expense, it is an investment. It is an investment that pays dividends for generations to come. We need to move beyond the tired rhetoric of budget cuts and fiscal responsibility and recognize that education is not a line item on a balance sheet. It is the foundation upon which we build a just, equitable, and prosperous society. The time for action is now. Be the change you want to see. The time for complacency is over. The time for excuses is over. The time for action is now. We can no longer stand idly by while our education system crumbles around us. Contact your elected officials and demand that they make education a top priority. Attend school board meetings and make your voice heard. Volunteer your time at your local school. Donate to organizations working to improve educational outcomes for all students. Every action, no matter how small, can make a difference. A call to arms. Together, let's build a brighter future for America. The future of America depends on the quality of our education system. It is time to reclaim the promise of the American dream for all students. It is time to create an education system that is worthy of our children and worthy of our nation's future. Let us rise to the challenge. Let us work together to build a brighter future for all Americans. Let us make education the great equalizer, the engine of opportunity, and the cornerstone of a just and equitable society. The time is now. The future is in our hands.